Right now at noon, a look at the U.S. COVID surge that has brought more than 1 million new cases since the end of October. And the Trump administration is stalling Joe Biden's transition to the Oval Office.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now on this Tuesday afternoon. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warn forecast. It's quite a mess out there.
It certainly is. It's a very tricky forecast, and I'll explain why in just a second. But it is an alert day for all of southern Wisconsin. There's the potential for some severe thunderstorms today across southern Wisconsin. Take a look at this, though. There are winter weather alerts for the northwestern part of the state and parts of Minnesota. That dark purple shaded area is actually an ice storm warning for the Albert Lee area. The winter storm warning in those pink shaded areas, that includes the Minneapolis Twin Cities metro area. So a lot going on weather-wise. We're right in between here in southern Wisconsin. On the warm side of things, here's that slight risk for severe thunderstorms. It has been expanded. Now includes most of southern and eastern Wisconsin later on this afternoon. So here's what's happening on Doppler track this morning. We've had a little bit of rain here in Madison, but the heavier, steadier rain has stayed to our northwest for the time being this morning. Further back to the north, snow is spreading back into the Minneapolis area and locations like Eau Claire. But a closer look at southern Wisconsin will show you all rain, and that rain is getting pretty close to us here in Madison. There's also a severe thunderstorm watch box in effect this morning and this afternoon for parts of Illinois and Iowa. Here are the current temperatures. It is 72 in Janesville. A little bit of a road trip maybe. 48 here in Madison, but our temperatures are climbing again. So that front is fluctuating very close to the Madison area and will have a huge impact on temperatures. North of Madison, you're likely to stay on the cold side of things. We may jump back into the 50s for a few hours yet here in Madison. Our winds will shift to the south and will climb a little bit, but then drop pretty rapidly once that front really moves through the area and the colder weather arrives later on this afternoon into this evening. So, Mark, tie a knot, hang on. It is kind of a wild ride this afternoon.
It should remain liquid here, though, right?
It will, yes. All rain in our forecast.
All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. Thank you, Hattie. Tonight, Governor Evers plans to hold a statewide address regarding the pandemic. His speech is scheduled for 6:05 p.m. It'll be live streamed on the governor's YouTube and Facebook accounts. We'll also carry it live on channel3000.com and have updates on News 3 Now at 6. Officials did not share any more information about what exactly Evers will address. Hospitalizations from coronavirus are close to record highs across the U.S., and with cases on the rise in 46 states, experts warn the worst is yet to come. On Sunday, Utah's Republican governor introduced a statewide mask mandate for the first time, pointing to overcrowding in Utah's hospitals. At an El Paso funeral home, one room is filled with bodies. The home says it has 220 people awaiting burial or cremation, and that most of them died from COVID. The U.S. is now averaging over 950 deaths every single day. One person is recovering after being shot last night in the town of Middleton. A man ran inside a hotel for help after being shot in the right thigh and left forearm. This was just before 11:30 at the Quality Inn on Siebold Road across the Beltline from West Town Mall. A deputy applied a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. The victim was taken to the hospital with serious injuries but is expected to recover. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact the Dane County Sheriff's Office. New at noon, prosecutors have filed criminal charges against the 76-year-old man accused of causing a crash that killed a 6-year-old girl in Waushara County. 6-year-old Marianne Kranz was struck and killed while waiting for the school bus back in February. Her younger sister was also injured. Online court records show that the driver, Carl Mullenix, will be charged with homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle and reckless driving. President-elect Joe Biden continues the work of preparing to take office on January 20th, but those efforts are being blocked by a government official who is refusing to acknowledge the election results. Natalie Brand has more details from Wilmington, Delaware.
President-elect Joe Biden plans to defend the Affordable Care Act in a speech this afternoon. The same day, the Supreme Court is hearing a case challenging the landmark legislation. Monday, he launched an advisory council to help form a new strategy to combat the coronavirus pandemic.
We know the single most effective thing we can do to stop the spread of COVID is wear a mask.
The formal Biden transition is being blocked right now by the General Services Administration. The agency's head, Emily Murphy, a President Trump appointee, won't grant access to government agencies or funding, citing the need for a clear winner.
The Biden team says it's considering a number of options, including possible legal action if the GSA continues to block the transition.
On Capitol Hill, most Republican lawmakers support the president's right to challenge the election.
President Trump is 100% within his rights to look into allegations of irregularities and weigh his legal options.
Attorney General William Barr issued a memo Monday saying prosecutors can pursue substantial allegations of voting irregularities before the election is certified. David Becker is an election law expert who worked in the Justice Department.
The actions create a clear implication of impropriety, of bias on the part of the Justice Department on an attempt to interfere in an election, which states have been running extremely well.
Attorney General Barr did not provide any evidence of voter fraud in his memo, but says he made the decision so Americans could feel confident in the election results. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
And multiple news agencies report Richard Pilger, who was the director of the Election Crimes Branch of the DOJ, stepped down from that position in response to Barr's memo. Arguments are underway at the Supreme Court in a case that could put millions of Americans' health care coverage at risk. Since President Obama signed the law a decade ago, it's been under attack. In 2017, Republicans succeeded in eliminating the tax penalty for not purchasing insurance, known as the individual mandate. Now, a group of 18 states, along with the Trump administration, says that without a penalty, the individual mandate is no longer constitutional, and the rest of the law must be struck down. The Affordable Care Act narrowly survived a Supreme Court challenge back in 2012, but now with a 6-3 conservative majority on the bench, many are concerned health care coverage for more than 20 million Americans is in jeopardy. This morning, Governor Evers joined health care advocates to discuss the negative effects of eliminating the Affordable Care Act.
This shouldn't be a novel concept. In the middle of a global pandemic, what we need is more access to quality, affordable health care, not less. Healthcare shouldn't be limited to the healthy and wealthy.
The governor says we need to protect health care coverage for people with pre-existing conditions and for people who have survived COVID-19 and are suffering long-term health consequences. He says with the economic impacts of the pandemic, including income cuts, furloughs, and lost jobs, repealing the Affordable Care Act would force people to figure out health care coverage on their own. More local news now. The Dane County Board unanimously approved the 2021 county budget during a meeting last night. The budget includes an additional $4.3 million in capital funds to be used toward the affordable housing crisis. It carries a levy increase of 3.4%, which increases taxes on the average home by about $30. The budget now goes to the Dane County Executive, Joe Parisi, for his signature. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you love warm apple pie, there'll be no holding back from these. Yes, they're that good.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship, dedicated to being the best. RHD Plumbing now offers complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling, the best plumbers, and everything else you need to finish your dream project. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time with no surprises. With the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. The year is drawing to a close, but there's still time to avoid that nasty, dangerous autumn chore, cleaning out your gutters. A new Leaf Guard gutter system will be the last gutters you'll ever need. They're guaranteed to never clog, or my team will come and clean them for free. You'll love how they look and how they perform.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
That's great to hear, and right now your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with the best offer of the year: free installation labor, plus no interest for 12 months, and call now and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait, take advantage of our best offer of the year. Call now for your free estimate.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
For the last month or so, our markets have been brimming with some of the best apples we've had in a long time. So to take advantage of all that goodness, we came up with a super easy, fresh as can be treat that'll be the apple of everyone's eye. We start off by peeling, coring, and cutting a couple apples into wedges. And as for the type of apple, I'd like to use Granny Smith, but really any firm apple will work. Now we place each apple slice on a piece of refrigerated crescent roll dough that we've cut in half and roll it up like so. Once all of these are rolled up, we place them on a rim baking sheet, drizzle them with some melted butter, and sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. We'll finish it off with a splash of orange juice before baking them off. When the crust is golden and the apples are sink your teeth into tender, they're done. Let me tell you, these are just as good with your morning coffee as they are with a glass of piping hot cider. To get this fun recipe, simply go to our website and type in apple cinnamon rolls. It's that easy. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an appleicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. Up next, it's an alert day with possible severe storms. Hattie tells us when the showers and thunderstorms begin in your first warned forecast coming up.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Menards has what you need to finish your painting projects. Choose from thousands of color options to match your style. Use Dutch Boy Paint and Primer in One for high hiding coverage and an incredible washable finish. Then, pick up the tools you need to get the project done right. Make sure your paint stays where you want it with Duck Painter's Tape. Save 11% on Duck Painter's Tape and all Dutch Boy paints at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you happy with your Medicare plan? Want to get more for your money? Take a look at Quartz Medicare Advantage plans in partnership with UW Health. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 a month, including coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions. With $5 primary care visits, $0 preventive care, and $0 telehealth visits. It's no wonder that 98% of our Medicare Advantage members stay with Quartz. Learn more by requesting your free planning guide from Quartz today. Quartz also offers more value, including dental, vision, and hearing benefits. And Quartz gives you extras, like dollars for over-the-counter products and fitness benefits, from a plan that works closely with your doctor to take great care of you. This year, switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call or go online to request your free planning guide from Quartz today.
Wednesday is Veterans Day, and we're taking you inside the Wisconsin Veterans Museum.
It's been a tough year for the museum, but we'll share how you can help and honor veterans despite the pandemic this year when we see you tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center needs your help providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift.
We are grateful for any gift you can provide.
Donate at goodmancenter.org.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
There we go. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 241 points. The NASDAQ down 83, but the S&P 500 is up a little over 1 point. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee on this transitional day. 70 degrees in Janesville and 40 here.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, transitional and could rock and roll before the end of the day. And that's the theme I'm going with on my markets. We are rocking and rolling to the upside today. We got a big supply-demand report out this morning that is catching me pleasantly by surprise. If you're a farmer that's got soybeans to sell, it should make you pretty happy too, because now we're over the $11 mark in Chicago on soybeans. That's a mark that we earlier this year would not have ever expected to see. Here's what's going on. First of all, they finally have kind of accounted for that derecho that came through Iowa specifically and did so much damage on the corn crop. Much smaller corn crop than what USDA had projected back in October, and a smaller corn crop than even the trade had expected. Here's the other side of that, and the same situation for soybeans. Our soybean crop is smaller than previously projected. The other newsmaker, China, has a tremendous appetite all of a sudden for corn. What we're finding out is that China has had a big gap for the past several years in the amount of corn they need for domestic use versus what they're able to produce. So they've been drawing down their surpluses over the past couple of years, and now they're pretty much empty. They already are expected to have a 22 million metric ton commitment of purchasing corn from the United States, and they've only purchased 7 million metric ton so far. So we've got a long ways to go as far as this corn market is concerned, with China being front and center. And remember, Brazil's also in a deficit situation. They have actually been buying beans off the world market, some from the United States, so they're going to be able to get through what's been a delayed planting situation for them. Barrel and block cheese, quiet. Crickets on the floor today as far as that's concerned. The AA butter down 3 1/4 at $1.43 per pound. So like I said, I don't know what they've got in the weather department, but Farm Babe's rocking and rolling today when it comes to these numbers.
You got some smiles all around there. Yep. All right, Pam, thank you. Here's Hattie. What is going on over there?
Well, there's a lot going on. It is a crazy day weather-wise. We seem to have all types of precipitation in the forecast for Wisconsin. Here in southern Wisconsin, we're on the warm side, so we have a severe weather threat. Some of those thunderstorms later on this afternoon could produce wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Also cannot rule out an isolated weak tornado or two, especially for southeastern Wisconsin. That's where the chance for the tornadoes increases just a little bit. Here's a look at that severe weather outlook again for the state. It does include just the southeastern third of the state. No severe weather risk for the North Woods, where temperatures are cold and it's been snowing. There are some reports of some mixy precipitation for parts of west central Wisconsin in and around the Eau Claire area, down through southeastern Minnesota as well. But for us, it is warm precipitation. Rain is in our forecast. There's that severe thunderstorm watch box. Does not include any areas of Wisconsin, but it does include northern Illinois, just south of the state line, to about 6 p.m. this evening. Here's a closer look at what's happening. You see that rain is expanding towards the east just a little bit, getting close to us here in Madison. Expect showers with some brief heavy downpours possible as we go through the afternoon. As the area of low pressure moves through the region, we are going to see that thunderstorm threat increase. Now here's a look at 24-hour precipitation. You can see just how sharp of a cutoff we've had from the precipitation this morning. A couple of tenths just north of the Dells to over an inch as you head towards Juneau County and towards Toma. So parts of west central and southwestern Wisconsin have already gotten over an inch of rain, and the rain is still falling there. There's a cold front right across the area. You can see exactly where that front sits. 48 here in Madison, 72 in Janesville. What a contrast in temperatures over just a few miles. North of Madison, you're likely going to stay on the cold side of things, but our temperature here in Madison has an asterisk by it. That front may sneak up a little bit further to the north. We'll see our temperatures climb into the 50s briefly this afternoon before we then fall back into the 40s. Here's a look at our future track forecast model. Expect a line of showers and thunderstorms to move from west to east across the area. Here's 3 o'clock. Looks like that line is forecast just west of Madison. It will likely move through the Madison area as we go between 3 and 5 p.m. and then quickly move out of the area. Now, temperatures are going to drop this evening back through the 40s into the 30s. By the time it gets cold enough to support any snow, all of the moisture and precipitation, though, will be gone. We'll turn our attention to the strong winds. Additional precipitation, though, could be over ½ an inch in many spots later on today. Here's a look at that wind advisory. Again, the second part of the equation today will be those strong westerly winds. Dane County and Madison, Columbia County have been added to that wind advisory later today. Our wind gusts will be in the 30 to maybe 40 mile-an-hour range through the late afternoon and evening hours right into the overnight time frame. Those winds will begin to diminish, though, as we head towards Wednesday morning. So here's a look at that extended forecast. A lot going on today. Just be prepared for the possibility for some severe thunderstorms this afternoon. Much quieter picture for Veterans Day on Wednesday. We're looking at sunny skies, high of 45. Feeling cool, but a little bit more like November.
Or it should be.
Yes. we should not be in the 70s this time of the year.
We shouldn't have severe weather in November either. All right, we'll keep an eye on things. Thank you, Hattie. Next at noon, if you have any questions about your pet's health or behavior, we have Dr. Jim Orvik from the Oregon Pet Clinic ready to take your calls. The number is 270-9933. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For almost 50 years, Feldco's provided the Midwest with the industry's best home renewal experience. In doing so, we're improving lives one home at a time. Before the winter weather moves in, take advantage of 20% off all windows, siding, and doors, and keep your family safe, warm, and comfortable all season long. Start your home improvement project with Feldco today. 20% off won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to beautiful glowing skin, Halo by Cyton. Book a free consultation to learn how Halo is different at Robertson.
If a physical or emotional condition keeps you from working, Social Security should pay disability benefits. Often it doesn't, and deserving people are denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't give up. In Wisconsin, we've turned thousands of disability denials into approvals. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
I've always had jobs centered on helping people, but now with a nursing degree from Herzing University, I've made it a career.
Having a job was one thing, but having a career, to me, that meant something completely different. With a little hard work and a degree from Herzing University, anything is possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Welcome back. Dr. Jim Orvik from the Oregon Pet Clinic is taking your calls at 270-9933. So if you have any questions about your pet's health or behavior, just give us a call, 270-9933. Hi, Jim, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, we'll start with Michelle from Madison. Hi, Michelle. What's your question?
Hi, I have a 20-year-old cat, and I realized a few days ago that she has not had a bowel movement She goes in the litter box and strains, but nothing is happening.
Yes, not an unusual thing in cats, often old, but sometimes even young ones. And if she strains and tries to go and is not producing, she is probably going to need some help with enemas and things from a veterinary hospital. And after this, needs to be on either special diet or medications to help keep things moving, because sometimes in a cat their large intestine gets immobile and things just don't work right anymore.
So you're recommending a trip to the vet?
Yep. If this cat's been straining and not producing for a few days, then it's probably going to need some help.
Okay. Well,
Right, thank you.
Good luck. 20-year-old cat, that's an issue. All right, let's go to Holly in Westfield. Hi, Holly. What's your question?
Hi, I'm wondering about my dog. She's a Norwegian Elkhound. She's 3 years old, and she chews her feet.
Yeah. All the time? How long have you had her? Is it year-round?
I've had her about a month.
Okay, so, and since you've had her, she has been chewing her feet. Is that true? Hello?
I'm here.
Holly, Holly, the dog's been chewing the feet for the whole month?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Are they red or sore, or the hair missing or anything?
No, everything looks good in between. They're not red. They're not inflamed.
Okay. But it's incessantly chewing the bottoms of the feet.
Right.
Yeah. Well, very likely she's allergic to something, and there are a lot of possibilities there. I don't know what her long history is, but one thing you could try to prove if it is allergy or not would be to give her some Benadryl, just over-the-counter antihistamine. If that seems to help, then there are things you can do to try to determine what she's allergic to. Could be food, grass, carpet, a million different things. And you can try to desensitize some dogs or avoid the things they're allergic to.
Okay.
Or there are lots of allergy medicines to just treat them intermittently with. But first thing is to prove that it is allergy. If it's not, if it's just habit, or if it's infection or something between the toes, which without any lesions, I doubt. I would suspect that she's itchy.
All right, so start with Benadryl and see if that helps.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, we are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Well, if we didn't get to your calls, call next time. Jim will be here the second Tuesday of the month. Good to see you, Jim.
Good to see you on the TV.
Take care. Here's Hattie with one final check of the forecast.
We are keeping our eyes on the radar map this afternoon. Nothing severe right now across southern Wisconsin, but let's take a peek at exactly where that rain is. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for northern Illinois until 6 p.m. this evening. For southern Wisconsin, there is the potential for some shower and thunderstorm activity, some of which may be severe. You can see that rain now spreading into the Madison area from the west. Here's a look at that severe weather outlook. Again, most of the region south and east of a line from Platteville up to Madison and over to Fond du Lac in that slight risk area. The main impacts from this severe weather threat today would be damaging winds and some heavy rain, but cannot rule out an isolated tornado as well.
All right, keep it here. We'll keep an eye on things for you. That's our time for now. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.